Hello. Welcome to the pre-show. Alright. A little loud. Boom. Alright, how are we all doing? I am just setting up. And what am I looking for? I just finished a video for Nick Crowley. Let's see. There we go. It's not like. Okay. It's doing that thing again. I don't know why. Where it won't let me watch my own video. Hey, Mom. Mom's got a Saturday off. Oh. I just woke up. I took a nap. I have to work tonight. Oh, oh, my eyes. Like a child. Okay. Alright. Okay. It's not too bad. Too bad. Okay, out there. Oh man, what's my eye? I can't get it on my eye. Let's see. Alright, so what if we did something like this? And I need to do this one. And this one. No, where'd it go? Videos. Alright, if I play this video here. Alright, so that one is muted, which is half correct. Here's what we're gonna do for our pre-show right now. Give you guys a sneak peek at maybe. Alright, so here is alright, so we were able to get the donation video reshot. And I'm gonna make a mess here. Alright, so this video is about 22 minutes long. You're gonna see this on Monday. It'll also go out Monday by itself, and it will also be Monday's episode. So there's 3 versions of it. The audio version, obviously, on Monday morning, and then on the live stream at the end, we'll go ahead and go over. There'll be I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit, I think. But what's super cool is like, look how crazy this is. Wait, hold on. That was just at the end. So I'm talking to Anat about the family assistance program that she works with, and it's full screen on mine. It's tiny on mine over here. But what's this? Anyway, so what's cool is I talked to her for like 20 minutes, and then my sticker is sideways, and then Nikki helps out. Look at all these gifts that we got. Not we, but like the whole group got. Well, yeah, this is what we donated to. So Whimsy donated to help make sure that we were part of all these different gifts for all these different kids. How crazy is that? So much. This was a Title I school that helps. So the school caters a lot to low-income families. She kind of goes over a little bit of the program about how she reaches out to the different families and the different kind of assistance that they offer through the holidays. So it was such a fun conversation. Unfortunately, it was the second conversation I had because I screwed up the first one, but still, um, I don't look super huge in this video, which I'm kind of cool with. You can see the new recorder the recorder that I have. This is the ToothCon recorder uh, that that I used to make sure that I got the audio version of it. Also, I believe I have to go back and re-listen to this video, but I think this video for the most part holds up pretty well. The person recording did a great job, holding it there for the 25 minutes. But yeah, I got to cut a little bit out in the front, play with it a little bit on the back. I think I got a whimsy in there. I don't know what to do with my hands. Like, I do like to play with the. I've actually I rarely look back at my own videos. Like I'll go back and re-listen to the podcast stuff, but rarely do I ever go back. Like, I don't know. Oh, this will be fun. Maybe I'll comment a little bit more on it Monday. But yeah, a little sneak peek for you guys. Hey Nikki, check out this audio, this video, right? Look at that, by a pro. So yeah, it was a good day. Um, does it not have the title on yours? It does on mine. Why does it not say up there? I don't know. All right, anyway, but yeah. So this interview will be viewed Monday, and then will also be the Monday episode of the podcast. So we're going to be able to hear this story. Whimsy goes in and makes a commitment for next year. I'm still playing around with what that looks like next year. We're gonna try and get the Patreon and the community together and see if I'm talking a bunch of crazy nonsense or if I can actually get a community of us together to help raise some money for next year. And be interesting. Got a little bit of time. 12 months. I've been running ideas like constantly about trying to figure out how we donated $500. So the idea is that I would do 500 and then the community, we would try to raise another 500. So we got to figure out how to do that. So yeah, a bunch of ideas on figuring out how to like continue to build this thing. So we'll see. I got what else? We got a minute left. The Wednesday episode, there was a UK artist, does dance music, topping charts in the UK and Ireland. We had an interview with her. Listened to it today and finished editing it. It was actually a pretty good interview that I very much enjoyed because we had the Alia interview. We had Greg Allen Martin. Those were fine, but there's a stiffness to them that I think. And then this one that you guys will hear on Wednesday, way more casual, laid back, kind of like the conversation I had with Grandma. So you got 2 episodes this week. It's going to put us at episode 91, which means we got 100 coming up in about 9 weeks. So we'll see what happens. All right, hang out and see you in a minute. Hello. I don't know where my camera is. And this needs to pause. Go back. Okay. Um oh, welcome to Whimsy Live. We got Mind Pockets here. Let me see if I can find that. There we go. Interesting week. The week seemed to be much faster. Like it seems like it was yesterday that I recorded the hol- the school video, and then like oh, just everything's just the end of the year just does not want to wait. It's just fucking pushing through. Um, so I don't know if it feels the same for you guys, but man, this thing looks like it's ready to end. Everything's everything's moving very quickly. Um, Very busy this last week. Again, we were on location at a school where we donated some money to help out the Family Assistance Holiday Program. Talked to not for 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and then yeah, I edited some episodes. We got 2 episodes coming up. I recorded with J Sarge for suggested articles last weekend. Like it's been like crazy. Um, I think there's a little bit of stress. Like, and I use that term loosely. Like, we got some stuff coming up next week, which is going to be crazy. You'll hear about it. And I don't like my hands, and I'm not fixing my camera because every time I touch this stupid thing, it fucking. All right. Okay. Very, very, very small chance that somewhere throughout this video, uh, I might have to stop and walk away for a minute. There's a very, again, the super smallest of chances. Um, Colonel Steve Dave is Colonel Steve Dave has Space Monkeys, which is just Brian Johnson and Brian Quinn from Impractical Jokers. So they're recording an episode. They put out a post the other day saying they were looking for questions. They're going to do like some offer some advice and suggestions and kind of just do like basically like a call-in episode. So I did email them. I had a question I'd be curious if they'd be willing to answer. And they even put on there that said like leave a phone number because they might call. Now, I don't know when they put on recording. They said Saturday. It could be possibly Sunday. But they're also 3 hours ahead, 2 hours ahead. So if they get a late recording start, there's a chance that they're like, I don't know. I'm just saying that there's a chance. I'm gonna fucking throw it out there. Uh, but if so, yeah, I might have to bail on this for a minute and talk to them, and then you'll hear me on Tell 'em Steve Dave. I don't know. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. I doubt that it's gonna happen, but I've seen crazier things happen, guys. Um, like this whole journey has been just crazy enough. So I talk a little bit about it on the Ashley Paul interview on Wednesday, but I'm just throwing it out there. There's a chance that I don't know what it looks like then. I don't know if I just bail on the whole episode and just have to redo it. I'm at the work tonight, so um, my luck, they're going to call while I'm like at work, and that's just going to irritate the crap out of me. But we'll see. But regardless, show must go on. So let's get started. 1 second. All right. Here we go. Liam wants this epic holiday episode. I appreciate the idea. I love it. I love the idea of getting everybody together. I have no idea what the logistics of any of this looks like. I do not know how to set up a recording for 8 plus. Early counts is like 8 to 11. I don't know what we're gonna do. I'll figure it out. Two things. Got the new recorder. So the last week the Mind Pockets recorder broke. Got a new one. So if it sounds a little bit different, let me know. I played with some of the settings on it. Um, I think it sounds the same-ish. Maybe a little. I don't know, but uh, if it sounds a little bit different, sorry. Two, Christmas is coming up, so we got the holiday episode coming up, and I thought it would be cool to be like, hey, let's do a holiday episode, right? It's a very common thing. Television, other podcasts, they like the nice holiday episode. So Liam, so Liam's been he's been doing his thing. He's wrestling. He's right. He's doing Liam, and I was like, hey, I want you to be like, give me some ideas. So all week, everybody's just been like confirming, like he's the idea guy, just do whatever he wants. So he's just like, let's play some games, and let's get like everybody together. So he has a general idea of the setup that we have, right? So most like right now, I'm streaming off of a computer, one camera, one microphone. In the very beginning, we used to have the one recorder, the P4, the Zoom P4, that had the four microphone, right? So I can hook up four microphones. And we used to record with that one. And it was a little bit different, but not impossible. So conceptually, we were very comfortable with four possible. And then he throws out this idea of like, let's get like 12 people. I don't even know, Mom. I'm sorry. I don't know how many people we have. um, there's a lot of us. So I volunteered Mom's place so we could all gather. We got some tables. Um, so now I'm trying to figure out the logistics of how to figure out to record anything more than four is basically the problem that I have is I can be comfortable with four. I have equipment enough for four, but what does 5 plus look like? So that's been my week. So again, when I said it was stressful, like it wasn't. It's just like tech stress, not like life stress. Um, but yeah, so the idea guy comes up with this idea. It was like, go handle it, tech boy. And I'm like, oh, okay. Uh, so there'll be several recording and holiday episode mind pockets because I went on a journey a little bit. Yes, 100% there's an idea. Have four people play the first game and four different people play the second game and kind of run shifts a little bit. But um, yes, there's going to be a version of that, I think, um, where some people will play some games, some people will play the other, and then there's another idea that I had that will kind of just bring everybody together at once and stuff. So we will see. Fuck me, man. Kevin Smith on his podcast, dude, this guy will sell everything that he's doing. Like multiple 2.5 hour show, like 7 times he kept plugging something. Like it's shameless, but at the same time, like I guess you have to, so people like remember and like I can't fault the guy for selling his own stuff, man. But good Lord, this one episode just seems like a little too much. But am I? Like, obviously, he's doing well. Like he's selling stuff. So I guess I got to find a happy medium between the over too much and the once per episode. So, but man, that guy was shilling like crazy. To me, that sounds a little bit like the audio sounds a little rougher than normal, and which is fine. And I could almost sell that a little bit more. It's a little bit more like mind pockety, right? But yeah, to me, I don't know. I don't know if I'm hearing like real or if I'm just in my head hearing it. So I don't know. Kevin Smith has a YouTube, right, where he does a show with Mark Bernardin. It's like 2.5 hours long. Literally, I mentioned this a while ago. It's Wednesday nooners. What have I been doing this week? What's on TV and some news and and some news. Uh, and they talk for like 2.5 hours, and they got like legit like ad reads, so they're selling any number of different things. But Kevin Smith, man, I guess this weekend he was over in Red Bank at his comic book store doing like a meet and greet, and literally every fucking like 8 minutes, it seemed like he's just like, "Hey, if you guys want to see me, I'm up at the store," and he just kept just shilling his own shit on top of the regular ads, which is fucking annoying. Uh, for like a 2.5 hour episode, no joke, 45 minutes of it was them selling something. Um, One, I can't fault him for doing it because I mean, if he's fairly successful in podcasting, he's got like, but why in one episode do you have to do it that much? But I don't know. I guess it beat me into the head a little bit where I need to start remembering to put in like the Patreon ads into the podcast episodes. Um, because I don't think I do that on all of them. Like to be, I don't mean to be fair. I don't know of the 89 current episodes. There can't be more than like three or four that actually have the Patreon voiceover commercial on them. So like I'm bitching like, oh, he's selling too much. At least he has something to sell. I have technically something to sell, and I'm not doing anything. So like, what am I complaining about? Um, I don't know. It was just it, it just took him annoyingly selling himself to remind me that I got to make sure I keep that I try and sell myself. Um, what's a view counter on the top? Oh, I got wildly distracted because I don't know how many people are on here. Normally it's supposed to be right in the corner, right there, and it's not there, and I don't know why it's not there. How weird are you? Hey, all right. Anyway, um, so as I start putting up more episodes on the podcast, if you like, give me a week or two because I got two episodes. Just if I'm not putting out the Patreon, at least the Patreon voiceover, uh, remind me, hit me in the chat so that I can make sure I start adding those into the episode. And I don't know where to put them. Do I put them in the middle of the episode? Do I just like stop it somewhere, or do I put it in the beginning before the intro music? Hi, Grandma. So, so yeah, we'll try it out. We'll figure it out. We'll see what's happening. Okay. it just freaks me out for a second that I have no idea where my viewers are. Do I have any viewers? Is anybody here? Don't tell me the real number. Just tell me there's like 100,000 of you guys in here. Okay, I just checked. I lied. All right, here we go. Next one. How was I employee of the month? I don't know. So it's voted on everybody, right? So we're all in shipping and receiving, and every month everybody votes on who they would like to be. You can't win it more than once in the year. I think they've done like 4 of them. So how am I like the 5th person to be voted? I I work overnights. People don't see me. They don't know me. Like I'm not mean. I just actively stay under the radar. So I don't know. Thank you, I guess. Woohoo, go me. Ellie knows, if anybody's ever worked with me knows, I'm not employee of the month type material. Like I'm the idea guy that if I can get an idea off the ground, then boom, give me that month. But like just generally, employee of the month type like guy. I'm there, I do my thing. Uh, but like with it being a write-in of like who should be it, I'm definitely not like I'm not the guy that you write the name of and drop it in the fucking box. Um, Anybody who works anywhere knows that there's typically this shift. Like normally you hang out within your shift, right? So there's always like you got or departments, right? So in shipping and receivings, you got like reservations versus boxing versus like labels. So like everybody stays kind of like within their own group. But yeah, for a minute there, like I don't know, anybody who's ever worked with me would be like Ben would never win employee of the month because that's not his thing. Or I know of him, but I've never met him. And then I don't know anybody's name because I'm just in and out. Like, I don't know. I just thought it was weird when I was employee of the month. Voted by my peers, which wigs me out, man. I guess go me, but I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird feelings because I don't know where it came from. I think I have a problem with this holiday episode. I think I need to buy a new recorder. The what I currently have might work for 4, but I don't know. I don't think the the P4 that I have is going to be enough. So I don't know. I mean, we still got Cyber Week, so we got holiday stuff going on still. So we'll see if I can find a new recorder. I did not record it, a Mind Pocket for it, but the other day I tried to play with the idea of using this setup, right? So this microphone, I can, in theory, omnidirectional. Like I could put this in the middle of the table and record everything in this vicinity. And I I played with a couple of random ideas with this setup, and it did not work well. There's too many voices for one recorder, and it didn't like it at all. Um, so yeah, I'm like, all right, maybe I could the idea here is what if I did buy a new recorder? Are there different recorders that I could have found that could fit 6-ish or more microphones? So, yeah, it was funny because like the only reason why I considered looking for a new recorder is because I did try and hook up 2 computers, 1 computer, multiple sounds, and it was a mess. It was horrible. Yeah, I tried it for like an hour, and I was like, oh, I shut everything down and went to bed. It hurt my face. I re-recorded the donation video. Went really well. Spoke with a knot. Um, she was fantastic. There's a video version. There's going to be an audio version. I'll put it on the live show, so there's going to be 3 of it out there. Um, watch the video. It's crazy, crazy, crazy how many gifts her and her program were able to get this year for them. So um, I don't know. I think it's super cool what they're doing, and I'm glad I was able to be a part of it this year and moving forward next year.
Coach.
If you guys missed the pre-show, here's that. I showed a little bit of this video. This was the uh, family assistance program that we were mentioning, donating to, and this will come out on Monday as a video by itself, Monday nooners, and the podcast episode. So I'll use the audio, I'll use the video twice, and then give you guys a sneak peek of. Hold on, it's coming up. Give me a second. Here, look, look how much they did. Look at this program. Like, look at all those things. I have to double check what the numbers were. Look at all the gifts that they were able to help provide for the holiday season. It was like 157 families they were able to help this year. Like, that's so much cool. So, yeah, that's what we did. Oh man, don't break it, Ben. All right, let's just turn that off. Let's just turn that off. I don't want to push too many buttons. 56 families. Did I say 57? 130 kids. So, um, she'll talk about the program a little bit where the money goes, and what they're going to do moving forward. And just a really nice lady. She was fun to talk to. So, um, yeah, listen to the Monday episode, and if you're ever going to share uh, and repost or do something with any of the Whimsy episodes, Mondays will be the one. It's gonna be like 22 minutes long, so it's not even that long. The video is really cool because you get to see all the stuff. Um, so we're gonna use that. See if we can. This is gonna be the starting point of Ben trying to fucking sell some shit. Um, and really all we're selling is helping out a family assistance program and some artists moving forward. So uh, we got a commercial here. And
check out Whimsy with a Z, the podcast from Chasing the Whimsy. Whimsy with a Z is a brand new podcast where they meet and hang out with 6 teenagers each month to get to know what it's like to be a Generation Z in today's day and age. They'll discuss summer, first days of school, and maybe dive into the struggles that most teens face, but maybe not talk about. Join along as they break down the generation gap and better understand what it's like to be Generation Z. That's Whimsy with a Z. Chasing Whimsy, talking to Generation Z. A few new episodes up for you to listen to already, and make sure you subscribe to be notified of future releases. Whimsy with a Z is a podcast for teens, by teens, but parents are welcome and encouraged to also listen. You can stream it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and at the website chasingthewhimsy.com. That's Whimsy with a Z, the podcast. Go stream, download, and subscribe today.
There's 2 parent episodes out for Whimsy with the Z that were pretty fun. Go back and listen to those. Alice and her mom, and then Dean Danielle's parents were both on. Small scheduling problem. We're trying to get somebody from Mark's side. We're going to try and record that on Monday, so it'll come out for Friday. But it's for fun episodes. Alice's mom was like, "We need to promote this shit. We need to get it out there." So even 2 weeks ago, she was like, "You're not selling enough of yourself." So, yeah, those 2 episodes were fun. And then after first of the year, we'll get the kids back. and see what we can come up with. How was your holiday? Um, Try to get a little bit more casual and a little bit more about the kids themselves. So we'll see. Reached out to Ming Chen, got some advice. Had to buy a couple. Needed to buy a couple of things for the holiday episode, but he gave me an idea that will help get us to record to 10. So um, it's gonna be weird. We'll get it recorded. I have no idea what the sound quality of this thing's gonna sound like. Um, in my head, I think I have it figured out. It's a much bigger production than anybody's gonna have seen before, but I think we're all gonna be really happy with what I can come up with. I did reach out to Ming Chen and was like, "Hey, guy, we want to do a big episode." So he gave me some ideas. Um, Nothing crazy. I did have to put it. What's nice is if Lane was gonna go crazy and give me like the most like ambitious episode we've ever done, I'm glad he did it for the Xmas. To be honest with you, is because everything's still on sale. So like, if I had to buy a couple of things, like I got them all like super cheap. So um, it wasn't bad. But yeah, Ming gave me a couple of ideas and some links. Um, so it was cool. He responded back, gave me some ideas, gave me a little bit of direction to make sure I was on the right track. Um, I did give him both options. Do I try an omnidirectional one mic, or do I try to get a couple extra mics? And he's like, get a couple extra mics. So I think he even knew one mic trying to capture 10 voices was a little too much for it. Um, so we will see how it works. There should be at least one more recording Wine Pocket. I found a new recorder and it's actually really cool. Like massive on sale. Like boom, like crazy on sale. But then I have a problem and like fucking Kelly knows this. Like the hoarder side of me says I need to buy another one. There's no reason. Part of it is the deal is really good, so like I should want like because I'll never buy it regular price again. But like the hoarder side of me is like, oh, I'll just buy another one, and I don't need another one. There's absolutely no reason to need another one. I haven't even used the new one that I just bought. Like, but yeah, I have a problem. I just like to buy things. I like to have extras because you never know. But there's no. I as of the time of recording this, I have not bought a second one for no reason. Um, but man, it is hard not to. Do you guys ever get one of those deals where you're like, oh my god, it's really good, and then you're like, maybe I need to buy 3 or 4 more. Um, the recorder that we had was the P4, which I should have had fucking out so you guys can see it, but it had the four microphone. I bought one that's slightly bigger, more microphones, because like the price on this thing was bonkers. Like at its original price, I absolutely would not have bought it. Like I absolutely could not have justified in any way dropping like $550 on this new recorder. But for what like I don't know how I found it. I didn't even know like I would even consider going that direction to find it. Um, this discount on this. Okay, so the recorder that I had for ToothCon, right? The small handheld, the one that you see on the screen for the the video coming out Monday, right? The new like this big, like this big. So the new recorder we're going to use for Christmas costs this much more than that hand recorder. So they were just dropping fucking prices like crazy. Um, so I had to buy one. Like it was more than 50% off. It was like 60% off or something. Like it was bonkers crazy. It was one of those where you're like, I didn't buy myself anything. I did not buy myself anything for Christmas this year. This recorder would have been it. Did I buy anything? What else did I get? I don't think I actually got myself anything. I bought a couple of things for the house, but anyway, you've been extremely couponer who buys 27 bottles of barbecue sauce just because they were 15 cents a piece. You don't need all that sauce. I know, I know, I don't need all the sauce. But what if they were okay? Okay, fine. I will give you. I do not need 27 bottles of barbecue sauce, but could I justify buying bottles of barbecue sauce because it was only 15 cents a piece? Like, this recorder looks fucking bomb. Like, this thing looks crazy. Like, it is definitely going to be it's it's the same thing. It's a smaller one. It's just bigger. It has a couple extra buttons on it, but it looks cooler. But it so Ming helped me out, right? So some of the stuff we have is I'm now comfortable with like 10. I can comfortably find 10 mics if I needed it. We got a couple of splitters, um, and he said, he kind of walked me through, uh, like he walked me through, but there's an idea now that I got enough microphones that we're gonna have a fun episode. Everybody, we have the majority of people can hang out. We'll probably rotate a couple people for a couple of games, but for the most part, there's like the core eight. Um, I got to figure out the last couple of details with Liam tomorrow. Kelly and Megan figure out a little bit, and then tomorrow I'll reach out to everybody and be like, "Here's some dates and times. Here are the 3 games. Here's if you guys need to bring anything." I do want to try and do like a white elephant idea uh, because the games are fun, but I want there's a audio like we need some like I want some more stories and more conversation throughout the episode. So somewhere in there, I think like the white elephant would be kind of a nice place for us to have everybody give a little story or anecdote based off of their gifts or whatever. So I did not. I have still, as of today, not bought another recorder, regardless of the price. I was like, part of me was like, I'll just buy one next year when they drop the price again. I mean, like I barely even use the other recorder. Like this recorder might see use 5 times this year. Um, so like part of me is so I'm good so far at not buying another recorder. Now I am looking at buying some other stuff because pricing is still really good all over the place. Um, I'm happy with the Xmas the holiday episode now. New recorder, couple extra mics, couple splitters. I'm just gonna make sure Liam has games. So um, everything should work out really well. Everything kind of like weirdly presented itself to kind of help me throughout this roller coaster of like the logistic roller coaster I was going through was how do I get more boom splitter? Um, what's the sound quality look like? Boom, new recorder, a couple of extra tracks, so I can kind of monitor that a little bit. I have no idea what this thing's gonna sound like, but I think as of right now, with the couple of bucks that I put into this, it's not the best it's gonna get. So I'm happy with where we're at. I like the new recorder. Um, but yeah, there's a hoarder in me that just wants to buy another one, and I don't know why, because I'm not gonna do anything with the second one. Second one just like honestly, the second one just sits there, just knowing that I have it. And that's I've done that recently with like some collectibles, but it's not really a collectible. It's just I don't know. I don't know. We should take bets right now on whether or not Ben buys another one before the end of the year. Like, how long does a Cyber Weekend deal go? Does it go through Christmas? Because like the longer this thing goes, like I just need one decent tip to justify it, or I don't know. We're gonna say no. We're gonna say no. 50-50 says I do, but we'll figure it. Leave some bets. Leave some comments. Does Ben cave or does Ben not cave? Hashtag yes cave, hashtag no cave. I think I just received an email. Possible future guest, uh, doctor of sorts, wants to know if any of our listeners would be interested in microdosing and psychedelic healing. Like, how cool would that? Like, to be fair, I'm not going to, but how fucking cool would that episode be? Like, one, just so we can get, like, understand what microdosing is, and then like anything psychedelic. Like, how fun would that be? Like, I won't, but I almost want to because I almost want to talk to them. Like, uh, that just seems like of all the random emails that I've gotten all year, that one's got to be the most random. And be like, hey, I'm a doctor. Let me tell you about hallucinogenics. I don't know how some of these people find me. Um, I guess it's weird. I can't find an email address to tell them Steve Dave to save my life. I can dox them if I make a couple of phone calls. But yeah, somewhere I post podcast and then somebody gets a hold of my email address and they're like, boom, hey, I'm a doctor of microdosing and psychedelics. Do you think your audience would enjoy hearing about it? Like, of all the weird emails that I get, like that one was like the most fun. It doesn't really, it's not real on point brand wise for like the regular show. We could work it into a Monday show. Like, give me like a 15-20 minute interview. I could throw that in the back of a Monday Nooners. Microdosing and psychedelics. It just seems like I'm not going to because one, I don't reply to those emails because who knows? They're like, I don't need to get hacked, right? Or anything like that. But I did think it was pretty cool that uh, someone reached out and was like, hey, let me teach you some stuff about the psychedelics. Now, that would definitely be a guest I would have had if I did this show 10 years ago. Because I would have been like, yeah, let's not because I was doing any of that, calm down, but I had no brand back then. Definitely wasn't going to be family friendly. It was going to be like all over the place. 31-year-old Ben. What was Ben doing 31? Yeah, I was a mess. I would have been all over the place. I would have had the psychedelic guy on. 2 years ago, like I went to the dentist and got my teeth like semi fixed, but they're still all kind of like jacked up. Um, I don't know what I was doing or how I was doing it, but I tore through this peanut butter and jelly sandwich like a fucking crazy person, and I bit down really weird, and like I have this one tooth that's a little bit loose, and I bit down on it, and now it like I don't know. I think my teeth are gonna start falling out of my face. Uh, that's lame. Maybe I should talk to the fucking microdose guy. For the most part, yeah, a pretty decent smile. If you look at my teeth, they're all fucked up, right? But for the most part, but this one right here, a little bit loose, right? This is the one I bit down on. I don't like one. I got the tongue ring, and I've bitten down on that before, chipped a couple of teeth, right? But I don't know what I was like. I don't make a peanut butter and jelly very often, but this peanut butter and jelly, I had to have been like like a, I don't know what happened. I don't know if I bit down on the tooth wrong or if I bit down like the tongue ring or something. But like I bit down super aggressively, jacked. Like it felt weird. Nothing fell out or anything. But oh my god, how much would that suck? What do I do when I start like podcasting and I got like half my fucking? Huh, it worries me. It worries me. I don't want to do it. I'm gonna get a cleaning first of the year. They're gonna be like, "Well, it's all jacked up." I'm like, "I know." But yeah, for a minute, I just wanted to throw out a little mind pocket that says, "Make sure you're, uh, you know, take care of your teeth, man, because I bit down and it hurt. So make sure you take care of your teeth, man." Yeah, it felt like for a second, I'm like, "Oh my god, I just swallowed my tooth." I didn't, but I think I bit down on my tongue ring, and I only do that very, very rarely. But man, it fucking hurts. Recent episode of Tell 'em Steve Dave. They were talking about whatever they were talking about, but they mentioned that they don't do YouTube shorts like I was doing for a minute, like I'm trying to fucking pay someone to do for me. And they just wrote it off like it was too much to do. So in a moment of spontaneity, I jumped on, created 3 shorts for them, sent it to them, haven't heard back. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to help out and see if I can um, help out. They had a problem. I have a very easy, quick solution for them that would work. Um, I don't know. How do I get them to notice me and to answer my emails?
Hey there, Whimsy fans! We wanted to take a moment away
Or
from
you're
the
gonna have to wait
fun
until
to
after that one.
express how much your support and contributions mean to us. If you're liking what you're hearing from us so far, we'd like to invite you to show us some love on our new Patreon. Starting at just $1 a week, you can help us keep the whimsy coming. That's not just our podcast, but live streams and new projects on the horizon as well. All members get special shout out during our live streams. If you're comfortable giving a little more, please take a look at our gift tier. These gifts are hand-picked by the Whimsy crew to bring more curiosity, fun, and whimsy to you as thanks for your support. Every little bit counts, and whether you support us by listening and subscribing to our podcasts, holding court on our lives, or subscribing to our Patreon, thank you for helping us keep the magic alive and the mics on. You can find our Patreon at patreon.com/chasingthewhimsy or follow the link on our YouTube channel at Chasing the Whimsy. Thank you again for all the support. Whimsy!
So my pocket 10. That was what I was saying in the pre-show. Was um, like it's so weird. Like it's so weird. Last Sunday, Monday, I hear the episode. I put some shorts together for them, sent them an email. I mind pocket it, and then like a day later, they're like, "Space Monkeys, ask us some questions." I was like, "I've already fucking sent you an email earlier in the week." Um, I'm trying to remember what my question was, and like, I know I doubt that they're gonna call me. To be fair, but I'm curious if like how many people emailed them questions and if they'll use mine or not. I forget what my question was. I think it was kind of like I don't remember. I'll find it. Uh, but yeah, weird. Like I email them. I want to help, and then they're like, "Hey, what can we do for you guys?" Like I'm like, anyway, Patreon. Andy, Nikki, and your family, Megan's family, Joyce, Ann, Ender Froggy, C1 Gooster, Nina M, Violet, Anna, my dad, and Courtney. Thank you guys for the Patreon. Um, don't know what we're doing stuff. You'll find out on Monday and Wednesday's episode, the bonus stuff, right? In that video, I commit to another donation next year to help out the school. And uh, what I want to try and do is, as we build the Patreon in this community, is one of the things I want to do is start taking a little bit from the Patreon stuff towards the school. So there's going to be like, I don't know what the logistics of it is. We're going to wait until first of the year to kind of figure it out. But what's going to happen is probably like a buck per subscription. Um, we'll take out every month towards them, and then I'll match everything that the Patreon donates to up to $500. So, and conceptually, the idea is, um, you'll hear it in the video, is with the Cars saga and everything else that came out of that, moving into the holidays. Um, I don't know. There's a moment of like semi clarity of like I'm doing fairly well. Like by no means am I rich, but do I have enough that I can help somebody less fortunate? Yes. Like I'm definitely comfortable in that. So that's why I was like fucking shoot from the hips. I'm like, I'll give you guys another 500 next year. And it's like, because I can, I'm like, I'm not buying new recorders. Like, I'm not blowing money on like weird extra stuff. So part of the idea is, I like the idea of helping 57 other families. Um, but Whimsy wants to get into the if we're going to talk about community, right? And I want to help other people start podcasting and want to and do all this stuff. Like part of it was like I need to first start by doing my part and then inspire others to help out with it. So I got a couple of ideas for raising some money. So whatever the Patreon, so obviously what that means is we got to build the Patreon subscription up to like 43. So if I take 43 people times the 11, 12 months, it comes up to like $500. So then we'll have the Whimsy donation and then the Patreon Whimsy donation. Um, so we're going to do, so that's the goal. Um, it's going to get weird. I don't think it's impossible, to be fair. Like we've only been doing the Patreon for like 4 months, 5 months. August, which is what, eighth month? August, September, October, November, December. Like this is it's fifth month, and we already got 14, 12, 12. Um, so not wildly impossible. But we raised money. I'll match up to the 500. Um, so that's what we're going to try and do moving forward into 2025 is um, for $1 a week, you can get the $4 subscription, help out. And then part of it is um, next year, I got to kind of just get out of my head about fucking chilling for fucking $4 a month and just really sell what we're using the money for, which is it lets me do cool, fun things, voiceover commercials, comics. Jay Sarge, he's working on another track for me because I'm going to get Whimsy Gaming up running soon. So I'm going to be able to support some of the people that kind of help me do creative things. Um, and then at the same time, take a portion of that, put it towards a good cause, and then I'll match it personally on the one side. So um, it's going to be interesting next year. Uh, we'll see. We'll see. Don't know exactly. Like I said, I got a bunch of ideas on what to do with it, but we're going to try and grow the Patreon a little bit. We're going to try and donate some more money next year, help out some kids. Um, first of the year, like I said, I'll start flushing out the the logistics of it. So if anybody has any ideas or suggestions, or you're like, well, I don't want to, you know, whatever it is, hit the Patreon, sign up for free. You can leave some comments and email me through there if you want. Um, if you're like, I want to donate, but I don't want you to have any of it. I want all of my stuff to go to um, the Christmas fund. I'll totally do that. Like if there's for whatever reason you can't wrap your head around giving me $4 a month uh, in a portion of it going, and you only want it fully to go to the school, I'll just create another tier in which all that would go over there. So um, we'll figure it out. But moving into next year, man, we're going to be pushing the Patreon quite a bit. We got some cool gifts coming. We are not going to be making my own fucking merch anymore. Nikki, 100% you are right. That resin thing is the worst idea I've ever had in my life. Fucking that shit is so sticky. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. I don't like. Uh, so I'm not gonna be making my own coasters. We're gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to Happy Designs and get some coasters made for January. Uh, so January mailed out the end of January, ready for February. Boom! You guys throwing Super Bowl parties? You got fucking coasters now. Uh, and then I don't know what we're gonna do for the month after that, but we're having fun. That's all that matters. Um, I think that's all I got. I don't know if there's anything else going on. Yeah. Um, I could. So part of the, if you're gonna work with resin, it's a patience uh, hobby, right? There's no rushing through. There's no like mix, throw it in a fucking thing and call it a day. Oh no. You want to make sure that you got the good mix, and you got to make sure dude, okay, to be fair, I did buy a small silicone thing. I did buy a small thing of some resin, right? Because I wanted to try it out. I wanted to know what the big deal was and why she was like, Nikki's like, fuck no. Uh, so I played with it for a second, and I rushed through this whole thing. Like, I probably did it on a break. I'm like, I'm just gonna I'm gonna make a little something, right? So I'm like, no, the stuff takes like a week to settle. Uh, I didn't do enough research that it definitely needs like more. Not impossible to do. Okay, if I slowed down and tried and was a little bit more care and concern with it, I could probably handle it. But the problem is the stuff takes like fucking 4 days to dry, and I got to make 100 of these things. Like I'm looking at like what best case scenario, I buy 10 molds, mix them 10, 4 days, 10 more. Like it's taking me 40 days. No, 10. Yeah, 10 by 10. Yeah, it's gonna take me 40 days to make fucking coasters. I don't know. So uh it's just easier for me to support another artist. I think that's the moral of my story here is I have a decent relationship with Happy Design. She makes me some cool shit. We've been happy with them, the wooden tokens, the ornaments. Um, she did a Ming Chen one and a cheese token. Like so we were happy with her, and the idea of like, oh, I could do it myself, it just fell apart. Like, sorry, I'm gonna go back to like I put all this time into building this relationship with this lady, and then this idea of like, I'm gonna no, let her do it because she knows what she's doing. You're gonna get more wood, no more resin. But we'll look into other different gifts throughout the 2025. But it's a fun project. I just don't have the patience for it. I just want to just spend a 15-minute break, stir it, throw it together, and it did not work that well. we are at the end of my pockets. Uh, Fun episode. There was a roller coaster of emotions happening with this recorder. What games were we playing? When? How many? Who? And then how to record it all. I'm in a good place. I'm happy with it. I didn't really stress out too much, but everything worked out. Um, Ming helped out somehow. Fuck, I think I saw it on Facebook or YouTube somewhere. There was an ad for the recorder for the 60% off. So like everything worked out. Everything fell into place right when I needed to. Didn't freak out. Um, the games. We got Liam coming in tomorrow, so we'll see what kind of games we got scheduled. Mom, I'll let you know tomorrow how many people we expect to show up. And thank you. Like, she's such a fun lady. Just the idea of like, hey, you just had Thanksgiving, you got Christmas coming up. Do you mind if we just sneak in for an extra fucking week and bring 12 people? And she's like, sure. So, uh, it was a fun week. Holidays are coming up. We're doing some fun shit. We're donating. I don't know. 2024. Weird year. I don't know. I think it's like I had one more thing, but I don't remember what it was. Nope, nothing. You guys have a good night. I am going to get ready for work. Lame. Monday episode. Oh shit, that's what I was gonna do. Okay, because I gotta plug some more shit, right? So at the very end of the episode, you guys have already bailed out. Grandma had 2 episodes. We are at the end of the Grandma Chronicles, right? The before she was a grandma. So now anything future is gonna be just me and Grandma having a conversation. 2 fantastic episodes. Um, Definitely dropped some of the structure. Relaxed. We just had a conversation. Uh, awesome episode. I love talking to that lady. I look forward to doing it again. We got Whimsy with the Z. We got 2 parents episodes out already. Maybe a third one. I don't know. Um, and then Monday, video at the end of the Nooners of me talking to Anat for the donation. The Monday episode that will come out a couple hours before the Nooners will be the audio version of the same thing. So you're gonna hear the same story twice. Deal. Fucking get over it. Um, the reason why it's going out in 3 different locations is because I like the message that it gives holiday season. I think it's important to shine a light on she's doing, her team, her school is doing for the holidays for these kids. So um, I want to get it out as many places as I can. The podcast episode would be fun. There might be people are going to see it. So 3 different times you'll see it. At least watch it twice. Um, to be fair, you're going to watch all 3. You're going to listen to the podcast. If you're hanging out with me on Nooners, you're going to hear it once and then just again one more time. Uh, Another bonus episode Wednesday will be 91 with Ashley Paul, dance music artist out of the UK. She's local, like US local, but she's topping charts in Ireland and the UK. Fun interview. And that puts us at 91, which means we are 9 weeks away from episode 100. We get the holiday episode. We got a bunch of people. We got new record. We got new setup. I don't know. Episode 100. Do we get a bunch of people together again? Um, I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully, we keep it small. But this might be fun. Like we all had fun with like the Chris Mother's Day episode. It was fun to have us, right? Then we had like I don't know the idea that we're just gonna bring in all these fucking people. Kelly might actually be on. What? That's an exclusive for you guys. The episode on the 22nd will be the Whimsy holiday special. No, on the 23rd. We're recording it on the 22nd. It'll come out on the 23rd. It could be the first appearance of a Kelly. There's a bunch of mics. Who knows who else will show up? I don't know. All I know is we got the twins. We got we got people everywhere. There's so many of us. We're gonna have a blast. We're gonna make it sound good. It's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be like the best holiday episode ever. Um, but that's all I got for you guys. It's 9 o'clock. I got to go to work in an hour. Nothing else. Listen to Monday. Go back listen to Grandma's episodes from last week or this week, and check out the Patreon. Sign up for the free, at least, and I'll come back first of the year for your $4. You guys have a good night, and thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out in the chats, and we'll talk to you later. Whimsy.